Collinwood, in parallel time, and an unknown evil exists in the great house. For Quentin's first wife has returned from the dead and taken the identity of the sister she murdered. And to win Quentin back to her, she must make Maggie come back to the troubled estate. And so she resorts to very dangerous black magic. Magic she is not certain she can control.
Guide my hand carefully, O demon of the night. Let not this pain go too deep, lest it kill him. Guide my hand carefully.
Ah! Quentin, what's wrong?
My heart.
You will ask Maggie. You will ask her and she will come back.
Quentin! Quentin!
She must come back. She must.
Quentin!
What's happened? Who are you? What are you doing here?
We must get a doctor.
Cyrus. Cyrus.
What's the matter with Quentin?
Call a doctor. He's had an attack.
Pain.
We're getting a good doctor. Now, don't move and just be as calm as you can.
I'm dying. I know it.
Yes, Cyrus. Immediately, please. Thank you very much.
Something wrong.
It's Quentin.
What happened? Quentin!
He's had an attack.
There must be something we can do. Quentin?
It would be best if both of you left the room. He doesn't need hysterics. It'll be all right. The doctor will be here. There's nothing we can do until he gets here.
What right have you to take charge here?
I'll be glad to explain myself to you, Mrs. Stoddard.
How do you know me? Who are you?
Barnabas Collins,
Barnabas Collins is dead.
a distant relative.
You're going to be all right. I know it.
Alexis,
Yes.
I want you to take care of Daniel.
Oh, Quentin.
You stay with him.
No, don't talk that way.
Get Chris for me. My will.
Quentin, no!
I owe you an apology.
That's quite understandable. How long does it take for the doctor to get here from town?
Oh, no longer than 10 minutes. How did this happen? Quentin's always been so healthy.
Where is Cyrus? Where is he?
Cyrus, thank God you're here.
Where is he?
In the drawing room.
Was it very sudden?
Yes.
He was talking to me. We were talking, and he suddenly had this pain in his chest.
Cyrus, this is Barnabas Collins, a cousin of ours.
Would you all please wait in the foyer?
I want to stay here.
I'd prefer to examine my patient alone, thank you.
Good.
Don't talk. Don't talk.
Chris. My will.
Now you let me decide whether we're going to talk about wills or not.
It's pretty bad, isn't it?
Let me do the diagnosis, Quentin.
taking so long?
I'm sure the doctor's giving him a very thorough examination.
I think that we should send for his wife.
I think we should wait and see what Cyrus has to say first.
If I were married to Quentin, I would want to be here, no matter how much trouble there was between us. I really think that you should call Maggie in New York, Mrs. Stoddard.
I'm afraid that would be a rather fruitful gesture.
He's dead.
No, but he hasn't much time.
Oh, that's impossible.
I find it as hard to believe as you do.
He's had a heart attack, Doctor.
Yes, a severe one, a very severe one. I wish I could be more reassuring, but I can't. I'm sorry, Mrs. Stoddard.
How much time does he have?
Is there nothing we can do?
There must be something.
I only wish there were.
Wait. Shouldn't we call in another doctor for consultation?
Yes, of course, but I think we would probably reach the same decision. If you'll excuse me, I think I'd better get back to it.
I just can't believe it.
No.
Excuse me.
You must simply pray that he will live, cousin.
Yes, we must have faith. His life has been such a strange one. There's been so much tragedy. So very much. He can't die now. He can't.
You have failed me. You have failed me. Oh, God, let me undo what I have done. Let me make him well again.
Mrs. Stoddard, please.
He's worse, I know it.
What's happened?
We heard him screaming
When?
just a moment ago.
God, I must see him.
No, Cyrus doesn't want us there.
No, please.
We must do what the doctor asks.
He will not die. He will not.
Wishing is not going to help his condition.
Yes, it will.
These attacks keep reoccurring. And with each one, the condition gets worse and worse. And he only has a few moments left.
You must finish your tea, cousin.
No, I can't.
Well, at least he's been resting for an hour now.
Oh, I so hoped he and Maggie would get together. Now,
What made them part? Oh, forgive me. I know it's none of my business. I'm a stranger here, though I hardly feel like one.
Quentin's always been a very complex man. I thought they could be happy together. I was so sure of it after I saw Maggie in New York.
Perhaps if you called her, she might fly here.
Yes. Even seeing her might help him.
Has he wanted to see her before?
Yes. Oh, how easily I say that. I think he has, underneath. He has so much pride.
Pride, or is he still in love with Angelique?
You know so much about us.
Well, I've listened very carefully since I've been here.
At first I thought that he married Maggie because he couldn't bear to be alone. No, I don't know. But I do know that Maggie loves him and deserves to be here.
Dear Quentin, I haven't heard from you. Finally, even I must know what your silence means. Tomorrow I'm going to talk with my sister's lawyer. There's no point in continuing to be married this way.
immediately.
His pulse is weaker.
But he's still alive. 5 hours ago, you gave him minutes.
Are you criticizing me, Miss Stutz?
Well, no, of course not, but that does mean we have some hope, doesn't it?
Some.
Oh, I never thought I'd see him like this. So helpless. Still so young, and so pale. Quentin was always the strong one. Others gave in to weakness, but not him. He always fought so well.
You talk as if you've known him for a very long time.
No, I just feel that I have, that's all. It's so unusual.
No, I suppose not. I think you're very lucky. It took me a long time to get to know Quentin. I think that's true with most people.
There was just something someone could do.
The only possible thing is for his inner resources to save him.
It's time to send the car for Maggie. Perhaps I should go too.
I think you should stay here in case there's a change.
How careful we all are to avoid the word death. Alexis, I must speak to you. There's something you must know.
Come now, Mrs. Stoddard, please.
Poor child. She's so upset.
Isn't she? And yet she's the one who suggested that we call Mrs. Collins.
Fire, you have always been my friend. You and I have shared a kinship like no other. Be my kinsman now and help me. Burn the pain from Quentin's body. Burn away the spell that I have placed there. Make him well again. You must make him well. Fire. Free him from what I have done. Fingers of flame. Make healthy again what I have disease. I pray you.
Alexis, what are you doing? I said, what are you doing with all the lights on?
I was just sitting here in the dark. I thought it would make me feel better. I don't know why.
None of us is behaving the way we normally would.
Has there been any change?
None.
Somehow I feel that there has. I want to go and see him.
There's been no change. Cyrus was called back to the hospital. An emergency.
Who's with Quentin?
Barnabas. Cyrus promised he'd come back as soon as he could. Alexis, this isn't easy for me to tell you. But Maggie's coming back here. She'll be here any moment.
You called her?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'll be so happy to see her.
We all will. I know you don't want to cause any trouble here, but I can't help remembering that, at least partly, your presence here was the reason for Maggie leaving.
She was jealous of me.
I think you'd both be more comfortable if you went to stay with your Aunt Hannah for a few days. I don't mean to be rude. You understand that.
Oh, well, of course, but I also know that I must stay here. At least until there is some change. Well, surely you can understand that, Mrs. Stoddard.
Mrs. Collins?
Where is Quentin?
He's here in the drawing room. We haven't been able to move him.
How is he, Doctor?
He's sleeping now. He was given an injection. I'm not the doctor. I'm Barnabas Collins, a distant relative.
I'm sorry, Mr. Collins.
It's a logical mistake.
May I see him now? Oh, Elizabeth! I'm so glad you called me.
I had to, of course.
Did you tell him that I was coming back?
No, no.
I must see her.
He did ask for me, didn't he?
He hasn't said much of anything.
The attack was very sudden. He's had severe pain.
Then he didn't. You know, he may not want to see me.
I'm sure he will.
If he's awake, I'll tell him.
Mrs. Collins. Miss Stokes. Hello. You have all my sympathy. Thank you.
He's still asleep.
Then I'd like to sit with him if I may.
Excuse me.
Well, we've done all that we could.
Yes. I don't want him to wake and see me.
You feel better. Maggie is here.
No. No.
Quentin.
No, she must not stay in this house. Get her out of this house.
Quentin, please.
Get her out. Get her out.
Quentin, I've come to stay.